The Mandela Effect refers to when a large group of people remembers something differently from how it actually happened. It's named after Nelson Mandela because many people falsely remember him dying in prison in the 1980s, even though he was released and lived until 2013. Here are 10 of the craziest Mandela effects that continue to blow people's minds. Pikachu's tail. For years, Pokemon fans have remembered Pikachu as having a black-tipped tail. However, Pikachu's official design has never had a black tip. It's entirely yellow, except for a brown base near its back. This Mandela effect is so strong that even experienced Pokemon fans and artists sometimes draw Pikachu incorrectly. So why does this happen? One theory is that Pikachu's ears have black tips, so people subconsciously assume the tail should match. Additionally, Pikachu's pre-evolution, Piku, has black markings on its ears and tail, which may contribute to the mix-up. Another theory is that the Pokemon franchise has had many variations of Pikachu merchandise, cards, and promotional art, some of which may have shown altered designs. Still, in every official main series game and anime episode, Pikachu's tail has always remained completely yellow. Yet people still insist they saw a different version. The disappearance of the Lindbergh baby. Many people recall learning that the Lindbergh baby, the kidnapped son of famous aviator Charles Lindbergh, was never found and that the case remained an unsolved mystery. However, in reality, the baby's body was found in 1932, and a man named Bruno Hauptmann was convicted and executed for the crime. The eerie part? Thousands of people distinctly remember it being an unsolved cold case. Where did that version of history go? Monopoly Man's monocle. If you picture the Monopoly Man, rich Uncle Pennybags, do you see him wearing a monocle? If so, you're not alone. Many people swear he has one, yet he has never been drawn with a monocle in official Monopoly artwork. So why do so many remember it that way? The most common theory is association confusion. People are likely mixing him up with characters who do wear monocles, such as Mr. Peanut, Planter's mascot, or classic wealthy cartoon figures. The monocle is often seen as a symbol of wealth and sophistication, so our brains may have just added it because it fits the stereotype. This effect is a prime example of how memory isn't perfect. Our brains fill in gaps based on expectations rather than reality. The missing Tank Man footage. The Tiananmen Square Tank Man is one of the most famous protest images in history. But here's the creepy part. Some people claim to remember footage of the tanks running him over, while others insist they remember a different outcome. In reality, the fate of Tank Man remains unknown. He was led away, and there's no record of what happened next. The missing footage theory has sparked conspiracy discussions, with some suggesting history has been altered or certain events have been erased. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Snow White misquote. The evil queen's famous line in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is often remembered as, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" However, the actual line is, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" The incorrect version has been repeated so often in pop culture, movies, books, and even merchandise that many assume it's the real line. It's also more rhythmically appealing, making it easier to remember incorrectly. The location of New Zealand. Many people claim to remember New Zealand being located northeast of Australia instead of southeast. This Mandela effect may be due to misleading or stylized maps, which sometimes distort geographic locations. Some maps shrink or reposition landmasses for better layout, which may contribute to false memories of where New Zealand is. The Statue of Liberty's changing location. Many people remember the Statue of Liberty being on Ellis Island, but in reality, it's located on Liberty Island. That's already strange enough, but here's where things get even creepier. Some people claim to remember going to Ellis Island and seeing the statue there. Even weirder, some say they remember the torch being open to the public, when in reality, It has been closed since 1916 after an explosion damaged it. Some believe this points to a shift between realities, while others wonder if their memories have been manipulated somehow. The mysterious death of Billy Graham. Many people swear they remember famous evangelist Billy Graham dying years before his actual death in 2018. Some even recall watching his funeral on TV. What's even more bizarre is that multiple celebrities have mistakenly referenced his death years before it happened. Could it be a case of mistaken identity, or is something deeper going on? A New Hope, C-3PO actually has a silver lower right leg, but most people remember him as being fully gold. This is likely because toy versions, promotional images, and lighting effects in the movies made the silver leg hard to notice. Over time, the memory of an all-gold C-3PO became more dominant. The sinister Shazaam movie that never existed. One of the most infamous Mandela effects is the Shazaam movie starring Sinbad as a genie. Countless people vividly remember watching this movie as kids in the 90s, describing specific scenes and even VHS covers. But there's a problem: this movie never existed. The closest thing is Shazaam, 1996, which starred Shaquille O'Neal as a genie, but that's not what people remember. Some believe this is proof of alternate dimensions, while others think it's a mass false memory. But the fact that so many people share the same vivid recollection makes it seriously creepy. Most people know about the Great Wall of China, but many are shocked to learn that India has the second longest wall in the world, the Cumhalgar Fort Wall. Some people claim they should have learned about this before, but have absolutely no recollection of it. How could something so massive be completely forgotten? The Lost Henry VIII portrait. Many people remember a famous painting of King Henry VIII holding a turkey leg, reinforcing his reputation as an overindulgent ruler. But there's a problem: no such painting exists. Despite this, thousands claim they vividly remember seeing it in history books or museums. Was this a false memory, or was it erased from history? The vanishing South America shift. If you look at a modern map, South America is much farther east than most people remember, almost aligning with the US East Coast. Many recall it being more directly below North America. This Mandela effect is especially eerie because maps should be consistent, yet thousands swear it has moved. Are we in a different reality, or have we been misled about world geography? The missing fruit of the loom cornucopia. If you remember the fruit of the loom logo having a cornucopia behind the fruit, you're not alone. Thousands of people recall it this way, yet no official version of the logo has ever had a cornucopia. This one is extra eerie because even artists who worked with the brand have falsely remembered it. So why do we all picture something that never existed? The Kit Kat hyphen that never was. People vividly remember Kit Kat being spelled with a hyphen, Kit Kat. But the official spelling has always been Kit Kat, without the hyphen. If this was just a minor memory slip, why do so many people remember seeing the hyphen in advertisements and packaging? Sinister changes to the Bible. Many religious people believe certain Bible verses have mysteriously changed over time. One of the most unsettling is Isaiah 11 verse 6, which people remember as saying, "The lion shall lie down with the lamb." But if you check today, the verse actually says, "The wolf shall dwell with the lamb." Many claim they were taught the lion version in church for years. So why does it no longer exist? The tragedy that never happened: Nelson Mandela's death in the 1980s. This is the original Mandela effect that started it all. Thousands of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, complete with news reports, a televised funeral, and political unrest. However, in our timeline, Mandela was released and lived until 2013. How could so many people worldwide have the same detailed memory of something that never happened? Seriously, how does this keep happening? Are we just misremembering things? Or did we slip into an alternate reality? Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you experienced any of these Mandela effects firsthand? Or do you know an even crazier one that I didn't mention? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more mind-blowing content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep questioning reality.